Hey guys, good morning. It's been a while. I decided to get in front of the camera today and do some card pulling. I have so many notes in my phone from the past month or two of insights, things that I want to talk about. It's just so much that I decided to just start with pulling cards and see what wants to come out. It's just the easiest thing. Let spirit lead. So yeah, hopefully I have enough room on my phone to do like a little video. This is just gonna be a short one. Let's light our candle. Make that connection to the ether. These are like my favorite things. These incense matches. Awesome. All right. And let's cleanse the cards. Yeah, and all my notes are actually like on my phone, which I'm using to record. So I'm not gonna even be able to reference to anything anyways. But crazy times we're in, for sure. You know, the 15 days turned into a month, turned into 2 months, 3 months, and now we're basically, a third of the way through summer, and we don't know what's going on. There's definitely bigger themes happening, and I've been posting a lot on my personal social media about good and evil, and I want to make it clear when I do say things like that, I mean it in an energetic sense. I don't think that creation, spirit, or whatever necessarily defines things as good or bad, good or evil. However, there's definitely higher vibration and lower vibration, and if we want to build and get to new, better places, it's going to take all of us individually, which turns into collectively raising our vibration. And I know that people, say this all the time in light work, but it really is the foundation of any sort of change to happen. And all the hate and people choosing sides and people that are putting their trust in the government or these higher authorities and officials to actually do their job and saying, well, we just need to vote this way, we just need to vote this way. That's not the answer, in my opinion. Sure, I think voting at a local level still can make a difference. I think voting is definitely a thing that we should all do, of course. However, that's like such surface level, small thinking, in my opinion. There's so much more underneath that needs to be done, and that starts with each individual person looking at their shadow, looking at their ego, looking at their conditions, looking at their wounds, what needs healing, and finding our own authorities again, in our own light again, and knowing that we are God. We're not just experiencing this and we have to go out here to find some type of guidance and light and goodness. No, it's all in here, and it's all at our disposal if we choose to do the work and to tap into that. And I think that's where true change is going to come about. And it's lifelong work. It's not like, unless you're like Buddha or Jesus, but very rare does that happen. But we got to start somewhere, and I think the more people that wake up to that reality and wake up to the limitlessness and the possibilities that come from our spirit, which is the divine spirit, we're all that, the better it's going to be. The more people start believing in positive change, the more we will start attracting that, and the more we will start opening our minds to ways to let that in. But if we don't believe that it's possible, if we believe that evil is more powerful and that like we don't stand a chance in changing things, and that is true. What you believe is true. I mean, if you believe that, that's true, and if you believe the other way, that's also true. Really reclaiming our own power in the way that things want to turn out for our personal lives and also collectively. Not to say that there aren't systems of oppression, there's not systemic racism. Of course there is. I'm just saying that there's only so much progression that can happen when we keep looking at the problem and seeing the problem and then just sit in that problem and keep talking about the problem versus finding solutions to those problems. We can't keep playing into being victims of classism, racism, etc., etc. Instead, we need to go outside and beyond that and know that those definitions of race or of class, social class, does not define us, and it doesn't define the power that we have in this world, and don't let those systems make us believe otherwise. I hope that makes sense. Don't let it affect how it makes you think about yourself. That is the most dangerous thing, I think, throughout all of this. And I think the answers are hard to come by. Obviously, I don't have the answers. I just try to put out there that, hey, like, we have more power than we think. And the more that people start waking up to that and really start stepping into the light of that, the more that the innovators will come and the answers will start to appear. But we have to open the gateways for that guidance to come down. And we all have different roles to play in that. All right, that's my little spiel. But let's get into just some cards. I don't know, I just wanted to pull some, and I haven't been on here in a while, so I already cleansed them. All right, let's just take a breath. So we just ask Spirit to give us clear and concise messages for the highest and greatest good of ourselves, all of humanity, Earth and all of her creatures. Okay, what is the message most needed right now for the people that will be watching this? Card that came out, Spirit of Spring. That's beautiful. It says freedom, action, and power. Bottom of the deck, which is like the underlying energy. The leap. Ecstasy, bliss, belief. I mean, do we even need more than that? Just such confirmation. Look how pretty. I just love this deck. Freedom, action, power, Spirit of Spring. Spring is when that power comes through, that natural earth power, that spirit that comes through and makes the flowers blossom. You know, it makes everything come to life. That action, that power, the liveliness, the blossoming, the opening, right? So let's read from the book what it says. What is the message here? All right. She comes to touch the world into awakening again. Each cycle follows its course, and at her point on the cycle, the spirits of spring emerge and do their work. Each has their part to play, from fairy to the goddess who breathes life back into the still world. When she comes to you, no matter what part of the external cycle you are at, inside it will be your spring. This is your renaissance. This is your time of jasmine and sweetness. This is the time to consider what it is you will grow. And you must hurry, dear one, to catch this energy which is coming to you, bursting up through the blood, through the cells, and into the mind, where ideas will be born that will shape the world yet to come. Oh my God, I'm getting chills. You are a part of the next step on this planet, and you must make true and real within that world the ideas which now arise within for you. For this spirit of spring is urging you to recreate the world anew, to initiate the ideas, and to fulfill the promise of conception. You have work to do, dear one, a vocation to fulfill, and it is beyond the numbing plod of the slave machine that can be our culture. You have more to give than that. It is pushing through the limitations that seem to be all about you. You are free. Free to make your life your garden, free to become what your nature has destined you to be, free to make wild the life that forces within the paradigms would prefer to enslave for their purposes. The power of pure, fresh, sweet life is within you. Let it pour through you, arise up out of you, take root in your soul, and blossom through words and actions, choices and commitments. Do not hesitate. The time for action and growth is now. Touch your life as she does. For you are her and she is you. And once this is recognized, you can never be taken prisoner again. It's crazy the confirmations that come through. And basically, if I didn't say it well enough before, this is exactly what I mean. And I want to highlight the part that says this is a wave of energy. So to hurry and act on it, because energy comes in cycles, and we need to start spreading this word and start doing our work right now when this energy is available to us to make the most out of it. Not saying it won't come again, because like I said, it comes in cycles, but let's do it while it's ripe, right? And then the mantra with it is, when I grow and act, I free not only myself, but all around me are freed in return. All right, that's beautiful. Let's get some tarot. We'll see what comes out. I'm not gonna put a number on it. All right, what is the message most needed today? What is the message most needed for the people watching this? The highest and greatest good. All right, first card out. 8 of Pentacles. Getting to work in the physical plane. This is not thinking about it, not envisioning, not seeing what the next steps are, not resting. This is actually doing what you need to get done in this physical world to propel the change, to propel the motion forward, to keep the wheels spinning basically with the energy that is available to us now. All right, anything else? All right, 2 of Pentacles. So 2 Pentacles now, which is all about the physical plane. 2 of Pentacles is also choices to be made, where you're going to focus your energy, and maintaining balance doing that, and also how to, what is the word? Conquer and be able to balance, multitask, to be able to multitask these things that need to be done, how to make choices between what has priority. So getting to work, head down. He's focused on that pentacle there. He's working on it. Okay. And in doing that work, trying to maintain your balance, make the choices necessary that are in alignment with yourself, what needs to take priority, mastering how to multitask so that your energy is the most efficient. I want to keep this video kind of short and sweet, so let's just do one more. What's the other message for us? All right, I couldn't ignore that one. My finger went on fire there on the bottom of the deck. The Hermit. Going within, solitude, working from a space of your own light, He has the light here in his lantern. This is like deep study as well. So looking at these 3 cards, and this is a major arcana. So this is a universal energy that is available to everybody right now, that is penetrating in, trying to make us all students and teachers, trying to connect us into our wisdom, into our light that we hold. So taking all of this, it actually came out this way, right? Getting to work. Oh, look at that. Working in the physical plane, the balancing act between our spiritual side, our inner world, our light, kind of balancing it, working it into our physical reality also. All right. So it's time to start taking some action in whatever that means for you. It can go from as little as researching, you know, what's going on in the world a little bit deeper out of the mainstream media. It can go into just analyzing your natal chart, getting more into being open-minded about energy and how the universe works. It could be to go out in nature more, make a pact with yourself that you're going to connect with, you know, our mother more, and setting an intention that you're going to be open to whatever that's going to bring to you. Maybe it's just setting intentions every day. Maybe it's starting a moon ritual. Maybe it's starting tarot for yourself, or writing that book that you were going to write, you know. It really is going to be different for each person. There's not just one right way to kind of get on your path to enlightenment, right? But I think taking action now from our truest inner selves and our true desires, and believing that it's possible, and believing that we are held by spirit, that the universe is on our side, that the universe wants to anchor in more light to planet Earth, and trusting in that, and trusting in your divinity and your role is what is so needed. So if you are working from that place, not of a place of fear and worry and anxiety, which is blasted everywhere in everybody's face, but from a place of your true inner knowing and becoming your own authority, if whatever it is, if you work from that place, you're golden, and you're going to be on the path. Okay, because it's going to look different to everybody. So yeah, thanks. I just wanted to come on, like I said a million times already, and just do like a quick little video. Hopefully I can get on here more. And the energy has just been crazy, and everything has been so blasted in our faces with the North Node now in Gemini, which is a communication sign. I mean, it's been insane. And then wrapping up all those lessons with Cancer and Capricorn, ooh, which is also kind of this polarity balancing. All right, guys, wishing you the best. Take care.